じたら落ちてくガラスの迷路ひび割れた公園まだ消えないまま藤た記憶誰かの夢にすり替わる名前さえ今奪われてく聞こえるか胸の奥できしむ鎖の叫び逃げないで選ぶんだ自分だけの芯を一つ書き換えられた世界で僕は僕を上書きしてくささやく嘘切り裂きながら覚めないなら夢を燃やせ一つ操られたスターに君の本と響かせてかけ違えたストーリー今塗り替えてゆけ黒いタイピン運命にコードが刺さる笑うシステム感情を食らう震えた指でログアウト先を探してるでも君の手が確かにここにある忘れるな偽物でも選ぶ痛みはリアル奪えない願いだけが最後のパスワード一つ書き換えられた世界で僕は僕を上書きしてくささやく嘘切り裂きながら覚めないなら夢を燃やせ一つ操られた明日に君の本と響かせてかけ違えたストーリー今塗り替えていけ必殺君の声で暗いスクリプトを壊して一つ書き換えられた世界で僕は僕を更新してく挟むく影抱きしめながら傷ついても夢を離すな一個さ操られた未来一緒に飛び越えて交差してくストーリー今始まりに帰ろう
Let's go! Ladies and gentlemen, it's a Sunday. Welcome to another episode of Hypnocast. That's right, we're live, boys. We are live, we are live, we are live. We're going to dive down the rabbit hole that is known as the internet. But before we do that, boys, you got to bring it in close. We got to hug it out. Listen, motherfucker. Stop. You know, already, Mr. Melancholy is saying, don't touch me. He's already saying, don't touch me. Stop denying the hug. We gotta, oh my God, Sonia, you are literally in the TTS now. You cannot deny the hug. Okay, you cannot deny the hug. You cannot run away from it. Stop it. Hypno got an upgrade, went from Hypno to Hypno the Lich Knight. Yo, that sounds fucking awesome, bro. That sounds Hypno the Lich Knight. That's crazy, bro. That's like some fucking pre-gay World of Warcraft kind of shit. Before WoW got really gay. Damn, that's awesome. That's awesome. Guys, get in here. Let's go, man. I need some energy today. Boys, I got a lot of energy today, man. I've been so fucking busy today. Oh, my God. Oh my God, weekends are always busy for me, but I was extra fucking busy today. But you know what? I managed to sneak in a match in Halo Infinite with New Blackstreet. They didn't even know I was doing it. I just kind of joined in at the last second. Completely trashed at the game, by the way. Never played it before. And yet here I am. I still went 8-14, so fuck Atreus. I feel like I did all right for my first match. And then I had to go. And I had to go. But we're going to play again. We're going to play again. Guys, get in here and listen very closely. If you are watching over on YouTube, like the stream. Like it now. Like it now. If you are watching over on Rumble, like the stream. That's right. That's right. Hey, Mornblade is saying, can I have some of their energy? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everybody put your hands up in the chat. Spirit Bomb style. Put your hands up in the chat and let's throw some energy over. Let's throw some energy over to Mornblade. Come on, man. Let's get it going. Hands up. Do not tickle each other's nipples. Stop it. I see some of you. I see some of you. Put the hands in the chat. Put the hands up in the chat. But you're tired? I don't care. Put your hands up in the chat. Let's go. I see the hands. I see some cookies. That's always good. That's always good. Put the hands up in the chat. There it is. The energy to Mornblade. Fuck. You gotta love it. Boys, and if you're watching anywhere else, well, you're gay.
You are gay!
It's impossible, man. It's impossible, man. Guys, can I get a mic check?
The Gopher will return in
Oh,
Hypnotic
shit.
Isekai Season 2.
Oh, shit. Oh. Yes! 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 Alucard, my boy! Yeah! You love to see it. That's how you know it's going to be a good stream.
It's Sunday. Also
Oh,
Loki
fuck.
for waifu battle. He or she could manhandle me.
Why'd you say he or she, brother? Setsuna, really? Really? The goth? Disappointed dad, the goth, really? He or she? Asright says, dude, you're way into that? Hey, listen, when I have a chat that trolls me with nothing but fucking DSP voice.
Why did you have to go?
Oh my
I need
God.
The last road I need Enforcer for 671 out of 671.
What? What did I do? I didn't do anything. King Demon Wing, hold on, time out. Thank you for the 20. I didn't do anything. What? I don't know what you're talking about, sir. I don't know what you're talking about. I have been playing a lot of Forza. I have been. Where's Chewbacca? No! Let him sleep. Let Chewbacca sleep. I was happy for like 5 seconds. I know, man. I can't fucking win. For longer than like 5 or 10 seconds, I can't win. It's impossible. It's literally impossible. Guys, what else are we checking, boys? We got a lot we got to talk about, man. So many major reveals happening. We got a Tekken 8 major reveal. Yujiro is joining Tekken 8. That's pretty crazy. I saw that reveal. I was like, oh, shit, that's interesting. But what else are we checking, boys? You need that Chewy, though? Pause. Hey, yo, don't fucking touch me check. Summon the Wookiee check. Never let Hypno win check. Chewy is still blow drying. Van Gogha's being attacked by Wookiee's check. I know. What else is new? What else is new? Happy day before Monday. Yeah, I know. Monday's terrible. Nobody likes it. Hypnotic, how you playing Lego Batman without a high-end PC that Lego said you need? Because I have a high-end PC.
Loki can shapeshift, male or female.
Oh my God. Setsuna, I know that. Setsuna, I know that. The question is that, why are you being so greedy and you want both? That's what I'm saying. Why'd you say he and she? Or he or she? It's greedy. It's greedy. I made my goal for Archer. Hey, can I give a quick shout out? Can I have a quick shout out? Of course I can. It's my show. Guys, Sonya had a GoFundMe for her little doggy Archer. And thankfully, due to being able to spread the word on SNH and stuff like that, she told me that she hit her goal, which is great. It's amazing. She hit her goal to try to help out Archie. So that's awesome. Congratulations, Sonya. Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Flip Shazam Sips, come on, early day off from work. Yes, it is. It is. All right, boys. Listen, ESG scores are at their maximum. We are fully funded. Let's like the stream, boys. Come on, like the stream. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Guys, before we do the Bigot Army roll call, it is Sunday, and you already know what Sunday means. That means we are getting right back to the Waifu Battle video game tournament. Guys. All right. Listen, man, it's been a crazy, crazy turn of events. Crazy turn of events. So far, the Trolls have not successfully won any of their attempts. Although I think they only attempted on one, and that was Tifa. But the Trolls did lose.
I don't care either way, darling.
Oh, my God. Setsuna, don't say that. Don't say that. Thank you, Setsuna. I appreciate the 5. Thank you so much. Guys, on the last battle, okay, Samus ended up beating Elizabeth from BioShock. Moving on to the next round, she was the first winner of this bracket, which is good. But now today, boys, we got none other than 2B versus Siri, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. That's right. We got two pretty legendary characters. We got 2B versus Siri today. And I know some of you already have your thoughts about it, but do not assume victory, because as we have seen, anything could happen. Anything could happen. So that's going to be today. Old Man Cat says, why'd you put Siri against 2B? You know she's cooked. People said that, and then Tifa almost lost until the very end. So you never know. You never know. And to be honest, I just randomized the names. I didn't like purposely put them against anybody. But anyway, doesn't matter. Guys, we got two silver-haired, gray-haired, whatever you want to call it, waifus that are going up against each other today. 2B versus Siri. So let me know in the super chats. You got to start off your super chat with hashtag name if you want it to count. It's not going to count unless there's a hashtag name at the beginning, and then you could type whatever else the fuck you want to type, but just make sure you put hashtag name in the beginning. Do we understand? Of course we do.
Hashtag Mount Lady.
Sphinx of Black Quartz, judge my vow. This is a test. I'll try my best. If I fail, pay my bail. Hail Hypno.
Bro, that
Hashtag
sounds
2B.
just like
Suspense.
her. Yo, that sounds just like Sonya.
Holy shit.
I know Sonya is scared right now, bro. Yo, that's crazy. Nailed it. Nailed it. Wow. That's amazing. Hey. Hypno TTS went? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Secret Final Boss, thank you for the 2. The sounds don't work unless it's a 5. God damn it. Benjamin, thank you for the 5.
Siri.
Poor Elizabeth. She went out
Oh my
worse
God,
than
hello.
how she did in Infinite. Also, screw Twitter, Tumblr creatures. They deserve nothing.
I agree. Mr. Melancholy, thank you for the 5. I agree, man. Absolutely agree. All right, boys, listen. Now let's do the Bigot Army roll call. Let's see who is in his chat right now hanging out with us on this beautiful Sunday. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous Sunday. Let's see. We got Sneak Gaming who says, your penis tip and my penis tip check. What the fuck?
Holy shit.
That's insane. What a hell of a way to start this shit off. We got Moogle. We got Full Metal 921. We got Toxin. What's going on, man? We got Hanny. We got Setsuna's Shadow. What's going on, Setsuna? We got Too Cool Curry. We got Mr. Melancholy. We
Hashtag
got
2B.
Frozen Dark.
2B is my
Oh,
favorite.
no.
Secondly to Sonya.
2B can hold my heart anytime.
Okay. All right. That wasn't bad. All right. Sonya made up for the DSP beginning.
Hashtag Siri.
Thank you, Tanya.
Old Man Cat is my favorite mod.
What a liar, bro! What a liar, brother! What? Wow, Old Man Cat, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. Old Man Cat just straight up spending money to lie right now. Wow, that's amazing. Oh man, this fucking guy, bro. Too Cool Curry's in the chat. What's going on, man? Frozen Dark, Sonya Sets in the chat. Sam Fisher, Matt Fun Cool, Yamato 85, Pokey Race. We got Flip Shazam. We got Bruce Fields, Fellstaff, Deidre Yamato 85, Backbone WRX. We got Phil Lespa, Antran, Blue Octopus is screaming at the top of her lungs. She says, okay, back to New Japan DLC for House Flipper 2. I gotta play that. I'm actually, if I'm not mistaken, I have 3 or 4 more career levels on Power Washing Simulator 1, and I would have finished all the career levels and all the achievements attached to them. And then I got to do the DLC levels, which is a lot. So we'll find out. We'll see how that goes. But I'll get to that eventually. Blue, shout out to Blue. We got Handy. We got Great Ape. We got Chaotic Holy. You got Phil Espa. Fractal Mage. What's going on, man? We got Matthew saying, Hero Prees with the fucking oranges, brother. Jesus. We got Squirrel Still Nuts. What's going on, man? We got Cliff 420. We got the Fourth Wall Guy. We got D. Smith. Frozen Dark. We got Nick Havoc. We got Moogle. We got...
Hashtag 2B.
What?
I want a raise, not frozen pizza.
Pay the lady.
Oh, my God, bro. First off, frozen pizza, nothing wrong with that. All right? Every now and then, it's all right. If some of them
Prepare
are
for trouble.
And make it double.
Oh, my...
To protect the world from
Really?
devastation.
Pokemon?
But
To denounce the evils of truth and love.
Wow, bro. Wow. Thanks. I appreciate that. Thank you. Benjamin with the 5. Thank you. Oh my God. You guys are just using
Hashtag 2B.
16-bit dude. A $20 banger for 2B. Jesus.
Hashtag 2B.
why don't witches wear chonies? So they can grip their broom better.
Hey, yo, grip. What?
You didn't jump.
What? What the fuck was that? Hey, yo, why is she talking about gripping brooms, though? That's a little bit... I don't know about that. Ron, thank you for the 5. I don't know about that, though. 16-bit dude, thank you again for the 20 banger. Benjamin with the 5. Tanya with the 5. Thank you, guys. We got Nelson. What's going on, Nelson? We got Sam Fisher. We got Sneak Gaming. We got... let me see. Let me scroll down. Glowmite Prince. Deidre. We got Dade404. We got... let me scroll down. Little Jim's Halo. What's going on, dude? We got Tiger King saying Subcryptor. What's going on, bro? And last but not least, let's call out 4 more people, but over on Rumble. We got Kurakami over on Rumble. We got Razo over on Rumble. Michelle Carajo over on Rumble. We got Fluffy Murder Machine with all the emojis over on Rumble. We got Base Chicago. We got, let me see, Deidre over on Rumble. We got Format over on Rumble. And we got Sargon over on Rumble. And Torinol over on Rumble. I think I called out as many people as I could. Yeah, I did. All right, boys, listen. Let's sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member, okay? Guys, it is a Sunday. Fairly decent final call-out money shot. Let's make it happen. Who is it going to be? Let's find out. We got Mr. Melancholy saying booty hole protected by the power of Rangoku. No Una Reverse, no cream cheese, no quarter pounder, no toe jam, no DSP sock. Times 7. You get sniffed on by Biden and zesty black snake. Brother, that is... What kind of combination is that? That is literally poison. That's literally poison. We got Setsuna 1, Timebound Howler again, Tenebrae, that's 4, Deidre 5, Matthew, that's 6, Timebound Howler! Why are you spamming more? You're supposed to be protecting yourself. Why are you spamming more? I swear to God, bro, I'm going to turn this shit into like a shit shot or something, bro. Like, what the fuck? People don't protect themselves anymore. They just want the final call out. Like, you know what? Fine.
What the?
It never ceases to amaze me, boys. Never ceases to amaze me. All right, guys, listen, before we get into the membership train and pre-stream legends, let's talk about what we got planned for today. All right, because we got a lot planned for today. All right, guys, in case you missed it, Unreal Engine 6 has been officially announced, boys. And I already know what you're thinking.
What is up, everyone?
Oh, my God.
Hello, and welcome. Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello.
Zevin Cross, thank you for the... This fucking guy, bro. Oh, the camera's on. Oh, the camera's on. Why did it sound so much like him? It's insane. These two voices that I've added so far are unbelievably good. It's actually kind of scary. I'm not going to lie to you. But thank you for the 20, you absolute legend. Zevin Cross, thank you, sir. Guys, listen. Unreal Engine 6.
I pledge myself to conquer all foes who stand before the mighty gift bestowed in my unworthy hand. Let the fools who stand before me be destroyed by the power you and I possess. Degragon slave.
Are we using Sonia's voice to read a book or something? Jesus Christ, man. St. Hugo, thank you for the 10. I appreciate that. Sonia's voice is going off all over the place. It's crazy. It's crazy. Need more Biden TTS? No, we don't. No, we're good. We're good. Let people enjoy Sonia and DSP. Pause, by the way. Pause that. Guys, Unreal Engine 6. Thank you for the flow state, by the way. Who dropped that? Thanos dropped the flow state. Thank you. Guys, Unreal Engine 6 has been announced. Okay? And you're probably thinking to yourself, why? Why are we announcing Unreal Engine 6? You guys haven't even got Unreal Engine 5 working in any capacity that people haven't been fucking up with. You know what I mean? Like, why are we on Unreal Engine 6? Well, I mean, obviously, they want something new to sell to the industry because most of the industry utilizes Unreal Engine. So that's obvious. And they probably want to just move away from it, most likely. So we're going to have the reveal for Unreal Engine 6, and they decided to reveal it with Rocket League because Rocket League apparently is going to be completely changed and upgraded with Unreal Engine 6. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to see what's going on with all that nonsense and kind of go over that. We got 007. So apparently 007, people have been leaking the game, apparently, right? People have been leaking the game. And so the 007 official page decided to say, you know what? Since people are leaking the game, we're just going to leak the first 13 minutes of the game, the first entire mission of the game, essentially. We're going to leak it ourselves. So we're going to check that out. We're going to check out that video and see what the game actually plays like for the first 13 some odd minutes of the game. I'm curious. I want to see if all this talk about, oh, you can totally turn on or turn off blood or whatever. Let's just see. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we've got going on here. And then we also have Gothic 1 story going on. Pretty interesting. Apparently, they're pulling the whole, with the remake, Gothic 1 remake, apparently they're pulling the whole, you have to download a day one patch in order to launch the game because they want to stop people from playing the game early, apparently.
Hashtag Siri.
Another
All of the mods have decided that Siri needs to win tonight. Vote Siri, so I don't have to use my shankla.
Shankla? Yo, Shankla is hilarious. Guys, Microsoft settled on an Activision Blizzard lawsuit, $250 million. We got to go over that. We have to go over that. We also got to go over Hasbro admitting that they've spent over $1 billion on games and they completely avoided live service and mobile titles while doing it, which I think is fairly interesting. I want to go over that. We got a Destiny 2 situation going on as well that we want to go over.
What are we doing tonight, Dagoth? Dagoth.
The same thing we do every night, Sonia. Try to take over the world.
Oh my God. Pinky in the fucking brain, Benjamin. Thank you. Thank you, Benjamin, for the 5. Oh, man, Cat for the 5. St. Hugo with that 10. Thank you, sir. Yo, you guys, Chewbacca come back. Adair Soto was really the one that was utilizing Chewbacca nonstop. It was him, man. It was him. Guys, so we got to talk about that. We got to talk about Destiny 2. And we got former employees of Bungie coming out and speaking about this entire situation and essentially saying that all of this is exactly what they feared was going to happen a few years ago when they started seeing Bungie go down the rabbit hole when Sony acquired them. So it's pretty interesting stuff. We're going to talk about it. We got some Forza 6 news. We got some Black Flag Resync news. We got Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 director apparently felting Ubisoft. I think Daniel Vavra's going after Ubisoft and basically saying that they're like pretty much trash for the most part. Confirming their next game's open world RPG as well. So we got to go over that. What else? Lego Batman. Oh, by the way, Lego Batman on day one got cracked. Yes, that's right. Denuvo didn't protect Lego Batman whatsoever, and it got cracked on day one. That's right. Congrats to WB for paying all that money for Lego Batman, even though it did absolutely fucking nothing to stop people from cracking the game. So now, guess what? The only people who actually get affected are the ones who are buying and paying customers. Wow, why am I not surprised? We'll talk about that. Guys, are we ready to get into the membership train? Are we ready to get into the membership train? Yo, Rumble's dropping memberships like crazy. What is going on? Wow, Rumble's going crazy. We haven't even started, bro. King Demon Wing over on Rumble. Hold on, before the membership train, hold on. Hold on, King motherfucking Demon Wing dropped a $100 Red Boy Hyper Banger for 2B.
We have ourselves a Red Boy Hyper Banger! Banger, bitches! Let's bring the ladies in!
Shout out to King Dimwing for that Red Boy Hyperbanger. Could not ignore that. It's so funny. People are in the chat and they're tagging King Dimwing and they're trying to get him to play clips that they want to play. And surprisingly, nobody said anime waifus. I thought people would say that, but people were like, Asians, please. Please, Asians. King Dimwing, thank you for the Red Boy. Guys, membership train. Let's light this chat up. Membership motherfucking train. Let's light this shit up right now. And let's
oh my God. We got ourselves a Red Boy Hyper Banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
Zevin Cross with a $100 Red Boy Hyper Banger, as Sonia clearly said. Over on YouTube, holy shit.
We have ourselves a Red Boy Hyper Banger!
Damn, man. Thank you so much, Zevin Cross. You got to tell me what clip you want. You did not tell me what clip you want. You could have had Sonya say the clip, but it's okay. I appreciate you, Zevin Cross. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll play the clip after the membership train. Guys, get on the train. Get on the train. You want anime waifus? I got you.
Latina hair is precious.
What?
Old man, stop it. If you keep it up, I'll flip you over the rainbow.
No, man. Why does it sound so much like her? That's crazy, man. Guys, get on the fucking train. Light this shit up green. Rumble's already way ahead of you, YouTube. Rumble's way ahead of you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You don't want to go on the
all
train?
aboard.
Drag Matt to the fucking
the
train.
membership
Drag him to the train right now, goddammit. Viovis with a membership over on Rumble. Karnak Ketra with the membership on Rumble. Deidre Connick with a membership on Rumble. Demise with a membership on Rumble. Spastic with a membership over on Rumble. Deidre Connick with another membership on Rumble. Viovis with a 5 memberships on Rumble. Ron D&K with a membership on YouTube. King David Wing, 20 memberships over on YouTube. Setsuna Shadow with a membership over on YouTube. Speedy Cake with 10 memberships over on YouTube. Devo with a membership over on YouTube.
Holy shit.
Damn, and Great Ape became a member over on YouTube. Shout out to Great Ape for becoming a member right at the last second, brother. Thank you so much. Holy shit. What a membership train on both sides, man. Guys, we got memberships over on Rumble. They're going to be floating around the chat. So if you have a Rumble account, go get them. Just say hello in the chat, and you should get them. You should get them. What?
Now, this is my kind of party.
Oh, my God. What? Bro!
I'm gonna have to clean that up.
What? What the fuck does... What did you just... What did you do? What was that? What the fuck was that? Bro,
Never wanted this.
Oh, no.
I never wanted to unleash my legion. Together we banished the ignorance of old night, but Oo betrayed me. Oo betrayed us all. Oo stole power from the gods and lied to your sons.
It said ooh. It said ooh because you put U, a letter U. Yo, it said ooh betrayed us. Ooh stole the power of the gods. That's fucking hilarious, bro. Oh my God, Benjamin, thank you for the 10. And Creators Freedom, thank you for the 5. I appreciate that, you crazy bastards, man. Holy shit. Are we getting lore? Yeah, it looks like that. It sure looks like that. Guys, let's get started to the pre-stream legends. We called out most of the super chats already, but we'll just say thank you yet again. Alucard with the 5 at the beginning. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that. Sasuda Shadow with the 5. Thank you so much. King Dimmy with the $20 banger. I appreciate that. Setsuna Shadow with another 5, basically telling us she wants both of them. And then Setsuna Shadow with another 5 with beauty. Thank you.
#2B.
Play those glorious Latinas.
Oh my God, bro. That's a 2B vote with $100 Red Boy Hyperbanger from 16-Bit Dude.
we have ourselves a red boy. Hyper banger!
Mankind has only one chance to prosper. If you will not seize it, then I will. So let it be war. From the skies of Terra to the galactic rim. Let the seas boil. Let the stars fall.
I hate you, Adair Soto. I hate you, sir. I really do. I like deep down. Deep down, sir. Deep down. Why did you have to bring Chewie back at this moment? Why? Why now? I'm trying to go through super chats. Why now? Why? Jesus Christ, man. Listen, Zevin Cross is going to get his waifus, and then 16-bit dude is going to get his Latinas. Let's fucking go, boys.
All right, boys. We got another
And then we're going to go through the supers.
banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
Okay, everyone, we got another Red Boy hyper banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
No, Chewbacca! Stop it, Chewbacca! Yo, shout out to Zevin Cross and shout out to 16 motherfucking bit dude dropping both $100 Red Boy hyperbangers on the fucking chat. You love to see it. Thank you, brothers. I appreciate that very, very much. Guys, let's continue. Benjamin with that 5-banger. Thank you,
I
sir.
like trains and scissor fights.
I drive a Subaru.
Oh, yeah, I'm opening for Hypno.
What? You're open. You're opening it for me is crazy, bro.
Another Red Boy hyper banger. This time bring out the goth Asian for my favorite mod, Old Man Cad.
Bro, Zevin, we're making up lore now. $100 Red Boy hyperbang from Zevin Cross.
We have ourselves a Red Boy hyper banger!
Oh my god, it's a Red Boy hyper banger.
When are we gonna get the kaiju ladies wrecking Bigot City? Also, Atra said, it's not the same. 11 times yesterday. I counted them B2.
Shout out to Zevin Cross with another $100 Red Boy Hyperbanger. Thank you so much, my man. I appreciate that. And apparently we are at tier motherfucking 2, boys. That is right. Chewie, no! I'm gonna shave that fucking. I'm telling you. I'm going to find a razor. Like I don't know what kind of razor, but I'm gonna find a razor, and I am going to absolutely shave your entire fucking body, sir. I swear to God, I'm gonna shave your entire. I'm gonna find it. There's got to be a razor that can do it out there. I'm gonna find it. This fucking guy, bro. Every time. You got a pair of clippers? Good. Let me borrow them. I need them. I need it, man. Manscaped? Oh, shit. I got to get a sponsor with Manscaped. I got to do it. Secret Final Boss with the 2 for 2B. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Mr. Melancholy with the 5 for Siri. I appreciate that. According to TJAP, we are currently at 2B with $242 and Siri with 35. So she's got a couple of votes, man.
So much negative hypno, think about positive, smiley face emoji.
I'm always thinking positive, sir. Always.
Fox
always.
girl waifus also, here's a razor.
Thank you, Setsuda Shadow. I appreciate that. I will utilize that. Thank you. Tanya Raven with the 5 for 2B. Thank you so much. And then Old Man Cad with the 5 for Siri. Thank you. And then we got Tanya Raven again with the 5 for 2B. Thank you, Tanya. And then we got Benjamin with a 5 for, of course, using the Sonya voice, of course. 16-bit dude with a 20 banger for 2B. Thank you, my man. And then we got Ron DFK with the 5 for 2B. Thank you, sir. And then Zevin Cross with a 20 banger. Thank you. Utilizing the DSP voice. I appreciate that. St. Hugo with the 10 banger. Utilizing the Sonya voice. Appreciate it. Old Man Cat with the 5 for hashtag Siri. Thank you for that. And then Benjamin with the 5 using the Sonya voice. Thank you. Zevin Cross dropped a $100 Red Boy Hyper Banger. Appreciate that. Panthera dropped a 5 using Biden. Thank God we haven't got a lot of Biden voices today. That'll be good. Tiger King says, I can help you be positive, bro.
You woo? Hypno wanting to shave Chewbacca. Mohahaha.
He said, wait, shut the fuck up, Chewie. Shut up. He said, ma. Yo, what the fuck was that? Oh, man, that shit gets me fucking crying every time, dude. Every time. Bounty Wolf, thank you for the 5. Adair Sota, thank you for the 5. He said, "Ma." Why did he high pitch it like that? I don't understand. Panthera, Hypno got the giggles. Yeah, I do. That shit was hilarious, bro. It was actually fucking hilarious.
Hashtag 2B.
Oh, no.
You have no power here.
Oh,
Not while I use Soul Sniff no Jetsu.
Think fast, old man.
Soul Sniff
Duh.
no Jutsu?
What?
What? Bro. Did Sonya just kill Biden? Bro, the narrative stories that are being made here, what is happening right now? Did Sonya just kill Biden, or did she knock him over the head? I heard a stabbing sound, though. She bonked him good? I think Biden's dead, bro. I don't know. I think Biden's dead. Speedy Kick, thank you for the 20 banger. I appreciate it. No, he's not the president anymore. It doesn't count, Mr. Melancholy. Soul Sniff no Jutsu was hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. Ron DFK with the membership. Thank you, my good man. King Demon Wing dropped a 20 membership hyperbanger on the fucking chat.
We have ourselves a red boy. Hyper banger!
It did it again.
It's another Red Boy Hyper Banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
Like the stream, boys. We're starting this week off strong. Let's go. I couldn't even hear the Biden voice. But of course I can hear this fucking thing. Adair, thank you for the 5. I appreciate that. Let's see what Biden had to say.
Hypno will address to the public that A-Trays in his nudist state scream it's not the same 11 times. Can we get A-Trays in a voice?
I don't think he would do it. But I can ask him. I could definitely ask him.
Next, how about some vampire Asians and Latinas for my favorite handsome dampier of the night, Alucard.
Alucard. Oh, she said it real spickish. Alucard. Alucard.
Hashtag 2B.
That's great.
Attention, Hypnocast chat.
Hey,
and
yo.
viewers, testicles. That is all.
Testicles. Wow. Thank you for the 5. Mystic Vegeta, thank you for the 5, Alucard. And thank you for the 5, Benjamin and Dear Soto. You guys are insane. King Dibbywing, thank you for the 20 membership hyperbanger. You crazy bastard. I appreciate that. Setsuna Shadow. Oh, wait, by the way, considering that's the first one of the stream, you already know what that means. I almost forgot. I almost forgot, and then Chewbacca had to.
Hashtag 2B.
God damn it.
I love 2B, but have you ever heard of her sister 2P, Crazy Gyro Vibe?
Crazy Gyro. Wow. Space Monkey, thank you for the $4.99. Adair Soto, thank you for the 5. You crazy bastard. Adair Soto has completely owned the Chewbacca sound at this point. Setsuna with the membership. Thank you, Setsuna. Appreciate you. Speedy Cake with the 10 membership mega banger.
More memberships! More memberships! More memberships!
Shout out to Speedy Cake for the 10 membership mega banger. Debo with the membership. And then Great Ape becoming a member all on his own. Creators Freedom with the 5 for 2B. Benjamin with the 10 using Sonia's voice. 16-bit dude with the $100 Red Boy Hyperbanger for 2B. Thank you, my good man. Benjamin with the 10 with the Sonia voice. Adair Soto with the 5. Chewbacca, of course. At this point, Adair Soto with another 5. It's all Chewbacca, always. Then we got Flip Shazam with the 5 with the Sonia voice. Zevin Cross with the $100 Red Boy Hyperbanger. I appreciate you, brother, with the Sonia voice. Thank you so much. And then we got Benjamin with another 5 with the Sonya voice. And then Adair Soto with the 5 for Chewbacca. Adair Soto with another 2, actually. And then Setsuna with a 2. Thank you so much. Fox Girl Waifus, also, here's a razor. Yes, we're going to use that. BioTiwa with the 5. Zesty, of course. Adair Soto with the 5. Chewbacca, obviously. Speedy Cake with the 20 for hashtag 2B. Thank you. Adair Soto with the 5. C3PO. We barely heard that one. Benjamin with the 5 for Biden, of course. Adair Soto with the 5 for Chewbacca. Alucard with the 5 for Sonya again. And then Mr. Vegeta with the 5 for hashtag 2B. And then Adair Soto with the 5. Chewbacca, of course. And then Space Monkey with the 499 for hashtag 2B. You know what makes it worse? What makes it worse is that if you actually read what he said Chewbacca's going to wreck her real nice, Hypno, Wookiee style. She won't walk the same way again, and you know Chewbacca loves rip droids, if you know what I mean. That's why I don't read the Chewbacca ones, bro. He be going crazy. Chewbacca be saying some crazy shit, man. What are we doing? Thank you for the 10, Adair Soto. I appreciate that. Let's go over to Rumble. Hopefully Rumble's a little bit more normal. Obviously, we had King Demon Wing with the $100 Red Boy Hyperbanger for 2B. Thank you, my good man. Viova's gifted a membership over there. Raza dropped a $20 banger for Siri and says, I give no ducks about the heavy hitters. Wow. So Raza's just calling out all the big donators like, I don't give a fuck. I'm still going to fight anyway. I appreciate that. That's a good spirit. Thank you, Raza, for the $20 banger. Karnak Ketro gifted a membership over on Rumble. Thank you, sir. Draconic gifted a membership over on Rumble. Thank you. Demise gifted a membership over on Rumble. Appreciate that. And then Spastic gifted a membership over on Rumble as well. Thank you. I appreciate that. Draconic with the membership on Rumble. I appreciate that. And then Viovis gifted 5 memberships over on Rumble.
More memberships! More memberships! More membership!
Shout out to Viovis. Thank you for the 5 membership banger. I appreciate that, brother. And then, let's see, let's scroll down. Did we miss anything? Nope. We are fully caught up, boys. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Amazing pre-stream legends. Amazing membership train. Are we ready to get into the content, boys? Are we ready to get into the content? That clip frightens you? Don't let it frighten you. It's okay. It'll be all fine. Don't worry about it. Guys, are we ready to do this
Chicken wing.
What?
Chicken wing hot dog and bologna chicken and macaroni chilling with my homies.
The fuck was that? Are you rapping? Are you rapping? What the hell? Guys, let's get into the content, man. We don't have any gifted games to go over, so let's just get right into the good stuff. Although, it may not be good stuff, obviously, depending. We are going to start off with none other than the first look at 007 First Light. So, I don't know if you guys know, but 007 First Light got leaked. Okay? Oh, shit. Hold on. Fuck. I don't love you, Chewbacca. Nope. 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 You're lying. You're lying. You're absolutely lying. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate that. Guys, so let's start off with talking about 007 First Light, which, in case you guys are unaware, the game has been actually leaked. It's been a situation that it seems like a lot of these video games are going through right now, and this is no different. So because of the leak, the company, IO Interactive, decided that it was going to be in their best interest to actually just leak 13 minutes of the opening mission for the game themselves as intended on day 1. It says, since a few users got hold of the disc early, Watch the first 13 minutes of the opening mission in 007 First Light as intended on day 1. Spoilers are ahead, so if you'd rather save it for the in-game experience, best steer clear. Last chance to pre-order, blah, 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 blah. So, needless to say, ladies and gentlemen, we are entering spoiler territory for the first 13 minutes of the game, and they decided to say, you know what? We're just going to release this because it is what it is, right? Basically, they might be a little upsetty spaghetti that people got hands on the discs early, and that tends to happen quite often. You know, it's not like the game got leaked online or anything like that. It's just that people got their hands on the CD early. This is why Gothic Remake, which we're going to go over in a second, has decided that they are going to not allow you to boot up the game just on disc alone. You're going to have to download a major day 1 patch on day 1 in order for you to actually play the game. You can't play the game right now. Even if you have the discs in your hand, it doesn't matter. But anyway, let's talk about it and let's see what we got. We're going to check this out. Here we go. The first 13 minutes of 007 First Light. Let's see. Let's see.
ETA 3 minutes. Going in low. On station.
Lead. Mission details are in. What have we got? Flag raised on a retrieval mission. 18 scientists and engineers. No comms, no morning check-in. Been offline 64 minutes and counting. We need visuals and a status.
That's one expensive wake-up call. Must be more to it than that.
Let's see. We're waiting where the satellite picked up an unusual heat signature a couple of clicks off coast a few hours ago. That's all I've got.
What sort of retrieval are we talking about?
That's classified.
Can't sound like little housing.
I'm playing Call of Duty. That's what I feel like is happening here. It feels like the start to a Call of Duty game. Call of 007? Yeah, I know. I know. All right, come on. What are we doing? Wow, so dramatic. 007 to duty. Oh, man. So dramatic. Wow. Come on, theater kids. Let's go. Better than mixtape already? A little bit. I mean, to be fair, anything's better than mixtape. Almost anything. Don't I understand? It's art? Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. It's art. It's art. This is art. Sorry. Oh. You can press the L button. Is he alive? So dramatic. How have you not drowned? Are we gonna get right into the game? All right. Here we go, finally. Nice dramatic Nice dramatic opening. Let's see if it leads to anything. I still feel like I'm watching Call of Duty. Somebody asked if I had a choice between Mixtape and Concord, what would I choose? Concord, because you can at least shoot each other. I gotta be honest with you. This is not how I thought James Bond would start off. I just feel like, am I crazy for thinking that? I don't know. Like, this is not how I thought this game would start. You know? But.
Ovaj je izašao iz vode. Nemoj sebe da se opuštaš. Prijavi se. Razumem. Znam se ti. Over.
Yeah, obviously I know he's not Bond at this point in time. I get that. It's just, you know, maybe because it's an origin story. I don't really care too much for it personally. But whatever. Anyway, it's just my thought. I look at this and I'm like, just really like a start of a Bond game. I don't know. Whatever. It's fine.
Trebamo svjetlosti. Hoćeš da predamo na vlad. Samo napred.
Bro, how did I not see you, bro? The light was literally shining right on you. The light was shining right on you, man.
It was an ambush. Both choppers down. Hostiles are organized and heavily armed.
Why start the game like this? Well, I mean, they're starting the game clearly like this because they're trying to show him before he was in the actual 00 program. At least that's how I fucking take it, you know? And it's not necessarily something most people want to see. But again, they're pushing the whole origin story thing pretty hard with this. So that's, you know, that's what they're going to do.
This is MI6. We're taking control of this mission effective immediately. Are you injured?
I'll live.
Good, because we need your help. What's your name, soldier?
Bond.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not SAS.
They're crewmen.
In training. We'll have to make do. I need you to be our eyes and ears on site. Do you see a camp?
No, but there's some light coming from the other side of the mountain.
That's it. Get there.
I don't know if they're going to showcase too much gameplay in the first 13 minutes of this game, and most of it's going to be you essentially sneaking and hiding. I think it's going to be stealth-oriented, personally. I don't think it's going to be very very action-oriented. Unless, of course, you start taking soldiers out, steal their gun, or something like that. But even then, I feel like in this situation, you'd want to be more quiet. But, well, let's see. Anyway.
Up's the way. Gotta be a way over there.
All right, we got the typical Uncharted movement.
I checked it out.
What do I think of the voice acting? They sound bad to you? I don't mind the voice acting. I don't think it's that bad. I think that the situation we're in right now, I don't really think it's going to be able to. You're going to be able to tell how good the voice acting actually is. I think we need to be in a situation where there's more of a range, so we can really see how good it is. But right now, it's like it's not. Out of everything I'm seeing right now, the voice acting is the least of my concerns, I guess you could say. So. It's kind of like, it's there, you know?
Adrenaline can mask even significant damage.
Yeah, I agree, Full Metal. I mean, at this point, it feels like so many video games always have a woman commander. It's always a woman commander. Even though in real life, that's few and far between. But in this, it's like, nope. Every single fucking leader is a woman commander. You know what was crazy? So I've been playing The Division 2 with a friend of mine. Because a friend of mine, he really wanted to play the game. I was like, fuck it, let's play. So we've been playing. I think I'm like level 22 right now in the game or something like that. And it's so funny because if you look at all the settlements, I don't know if you guys played Division 2 recently, but if you look at all the settlements and all the safe houses in that game, there are so many women there. So many women. It's like you got a woman in charge, like you got women vendors, you got women like women behind like, you know, like the leadership desks and shit. You got women commanders. You got literal, like even the propaganda voices that you hear in the towns as you're trying to free certain sections are like women on the radio. You got like women on the radio. It's crazy, man. It's pretty insane.
Those levels up then.
What is it?
Yes, that is correct. Women were spies, and they made good spies because they used their womanly instincts to become good spies. They were able to utilize their womanly goods to become good spies. But the problem now is those womanly goods are considered to be evil, and so now, you know, women are basically trying to look like men or act like men. So that's not going to work very much.
Just taking in the view.
Tell me what you see.
It looks like the hostiles are heading back to the camp.
Tell me about them.
They're an international group, speaking English but with accents, capable and well organized. Ex-military. Firearms are unfamiliar, I guess. Special issue.
That's good. Keep your eyes peeled.
Tell me, why is MI6 getting involved here?
The retrieval camp has been compromised. How and by whom is what I need your help figuring out.
But why MI6?
That's classified.
Okay. Well, who's running the retrieval mission then?
Also classified.
Well, we can say the obvious that graphically speaking, the game is nice looking. At least I could say that. Graphically speaking, the game looks really nice. The lighting looks really nice, which is very important for a game that's going to have stealth moments like this one. So that's a positive that I could point out. Not exactly hard to do these days, but still pointing out the obvious here from what I see.
How can I help if I don't know what's going on?
By doing exactly what I do.
You're surprised that there's no yellow paint? I'm sure there's going to be some form of something like that. You know what I mean? It may not be yellow paint. It could be yellow quest markers or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yes, Mom.
Have you located the camp?
Not yet. I hope I'll see it when I clear the top.
Or maybe it's white. It could be white. Developers are trying to utilize white paint these days instead of yellow to try to, you know, make it less recognizable. So it might be white.
Retrieval mission? Of what exactly? Alien technology?
Not quite.
What then?
How long were you in the water for?
You're dodging the question.
Then you're hypothermic. Get to the camp and find some warm clothes. I need you operational.
You and me both.
Yeah, see? White paint. Yeah. Actually, there's a little bit of yellow in there, too. But it's white. There you go. Makes sense. Yeah, actually, they might have combined it, bro. There's white and yellow. There's white and yellow here. That's so funny. Imagine needing white paint to tell you that this is where you have to go when you have no other pathway to go. It's crazy, bro. How else would you know? Exactly. How would you know? How would you know where to go?
The first to go.
What?
In the cold. First they hurt, then nothing.
Right.
Bro, I really feel like I'm watching an Uncharted game. It feels like Uncharted, which I thought it was gonna feel more like Hitman, and maybe later on it does, but right now it feels like Uncharted. Oh, you done fucked up.
I see some perimeter markers.
Good. You're close to the camp.
Fingers and toes. Water certainly doesn't help.
You're in water again.
Better than getting spotted.
The entire camp and perimeter.
So we are 12 minutes into the 13 minutes, and so far we've basically seen nothing.
To level this place.
I don't even see how this is a spoiler, to be honest with you. I don't see how like any of this is a spoiler other than, oh, he starts offshore prior to joining the pro. Like, we kind of already assumed we were going to see some sort of epilogue or pre-story to how he joined the program. So I don't know what, like, I don't know.
Yeah. This one's armed. They are all armed. Thank you, MI6. Saves us the trouble.
MI6 explosives. You're the ones running the retrieval mission.
Not officially.
And we set up a grid of high explosives covering the whole area.
It's a post-mission cleanup measure. Thermochemical sterilization. I didn't want you to get worried.
Chemical sterilization. What's to worry about?
Thermo. And it's quite safe. What's not, however, is you still out in the cold.
Yes, I know.
I feel like this game was heavily inspired by PlayStation single-player stories. Because this game is starting off almost identical to every other PlayStation single-player game, which is usually like this cinematic walking simulator for the first 30 minutes of the game, just to try to get you hooked on the story, and then they open you up to the game little by little. That's kind of how it's starting. Flaccid Snake is crazy.
There's a window here I could get through. That'll do.
Good news?
Parker.
He's got a jacket. His life is saved. Uh-oh.
Stigo se. Desi bio do sada.
Pusti se. Stižem za sekund.
You speak Serbian?
Montenegrin. Picked up a few phrases while mountain climbing there.
A man of hidden talents. Now, let's figure out who these hostiles are.
Wow. That's it, huh? That's it. Well, I thought there would be more there, but I also understand that it's only the first 13 minutes of the game, so I get it. But, yeah, I mean, what do what do I say to that? I'm curious what people are saying. Let me see. I'm already off social media and YouTube to avoid spoilers. Smart move. Arabic language. Never switch to Unreal Engine 5, guys. Or you could unlock the game earlier and have everyone experience it for themselves. That's true. Just unlock the game. This isn't fair. 2 more days so we all earn the number. Yeah, right. If you think you're going to be anything like this, good luck. Is it really 24-hour early access? I'm in the UK and is it playable until 3 p.m. on the 26th? Does that mean that it will not be released? When will patch tracing be available? Yeah, so people, the disc have not the game, just the first mission unpolished. Glad to cancel this shit. Wow. Perfect time to give everyone early access and even earlier access, especially since bank holiday in the UK tomorrow. Why don't you just make y'all early access a little earlier since most of America's off tomorrow? Yeah, I mean, I get what people are saying. I get what people are saying. I don't know, man. This was kind of like, and you know what's crazy? I've been saying for a while that the 007 First Light gameplay and trailers have just been fucking mid. Like, I don't think they're exceptional. I don't think they're terrible. I know some people are just gonna be out there like, this is fucking garbage. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's quite like that. I just think it's literally fucking mid. I think this is like, for a 007 game, I can't shake the feeling of a super generic action video game. I can't shake the feeling. I just can't. Like, I can't shake the feeling of like, this thing is so fucking safe. Like, super safe. And it's crazy because the budget that they've had for this game is really high. But I think that this shit is going to play like a super generic action game. Which, not that that's like bad or anything, but it's bad at full price. You know, like this kind of a game, this would be a fantastic game for like 75% off probably. But for full price, you know, day one, I don't know about that, you know? And then you got the James Bond IP attached to it, so now you have a certain level of expectation with that as well. That I don't know if they're gonna meet, you know? I don't know if they're gonna meet it. And this kind of an intro just seemed, I don't know, like, again, I get the whole, like, this is the epilogue or prequel thing or whatever, prologue, whatever it's called, sorry. And I understand that, but I don't know. I don't know, man. This entire, like, every time I look at this game, and I've looked at this game a lot, right? Every time I look at this game, I just get the same fucking, like, same feeling. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. It's kind of like in the middle, you know? That's basically it. So that's the first 13 minutes of the game, and I don't really think that spoiled anything. I don't know why they were so sensitive. I thought we were going to learn something incredible or whatever, but nothing really happened other than just a lot of walking and a lot of climbing. That's basically it. So we'll see what ends up happening. I do plan to review this game. I do have the game. It got gifted to me already, and I'm going to be reviewing this and Lego Batman together. I'm going to be alternating between the games, so just so I don't get, you know, too bored playing this game, potentially. But regardless, we'll see what the game's about. We'll see if it's good. We'll see if it's bad. We'll see if it's ugly. And we'll go from there. But, yeah, that's everything. That's all I got for 007 First Light. And you guys let me know what you thought. It's interesting. No creativity. I mean, I don't know. 9 out of 10 IGN. This will probably not be a 9 out of 10 from IGN. It still features a white male protagonist. I gotta imagine at the best, this will maybe get an 8. But I don't see it getting a 9 from IGN. You know? What a waste of everyone's 13 minutes. It didn't show shit. Listen, man. At least you got to hang out with us. That's a plus. Lego Batman's supposed to be a long game. What Wizard said yesterday. Yeah, it's supposed to be a long game, but that's if you do everything. That's if you do all the open world shit and whatnot. And most people are not going to do that on stream. They're just going to do like the standard shit. So, you think it a 7? You think at best it'll get a 7? I don't know about that, man. A 7. I mean, like I said, at best, I think it'll get an 8. At best. Just because you got to understand, there are certain things that are in the game that the journals really fucking love, right? You got the diversity, equity, inclusion nonsense. You have the accessibility stuff, right? Like there's female characters at the lead of pretty much everything. They love that shit. You got a ton of accessibility options that they really like in the game as well. So I think IGN will probably give it an 8 at the best, or maybe a 7. You know, maybe a 7. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. All right, I'm pushing the TTS through, and then we're gonna get to the next topic. We got Rocket League and Unreal Engine 6.
I really love The Last of Us Part 1, but they really make these AAA game industry like movies now of the footsteps from The Last of Us. Besides just making a game more cinematic, they want then GM.
I agree, Adair Soto. Like, a lot of these games are just single player movies.
Did someone say Flaccid Snake?
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Oh my god. Did you really have to make that fucking gay, bro? Somebody in the chat said Flaccid Snake. I was just reading it. Fuck, man. Jesus Christ. You had like fucking Zesty had to make it gay, bro. Of course. Why am I not surprised? All right, let me. I swear, man. Let's get into the next topic, boys. We got a big one. Pause that. We got a big one, man. We got a big one, guys. Let's talk about it. Let's pause TTS. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the unveiling of Unreal Engine 6. Well, sort of. So we're going to be talking about Unreal Engine 6. And we don't really know too much information. All we know right now is that Unreal Engine 6 was revealed with one of Epic Games' only other profitable video games outside of Fortnite, and that's Rocket League, right? Apparently, it was revealed that Rocket League is going to be upgraded to Unreal Engine 6. This is going to be one of their, first video games with the engine. So let's check out the, preview or whatever. It's only 35 seconds long. It's not like the 007 thing. Let's check out the preview and see what this is about. Everybody at first thought that this was going to be like Rocket League 2 or something. That's what people assumed, that it was going to be a sequel or something like that. But then at the end, they saw the Unreal Engine 6 logo. And that's when people realized what was going on. So let's check this out. Here we go. So I'm not gonna lie, man. It's beautiful. Like Rocket League looks fucking gorgeous. It's actually insane how good Rocket League actually looks with Unreal Engine 6. Even down to the actual effects. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy how much they actually made this thing look so much better. Even down to the textures of the actual ball. It looks pretty, but in terms of looking pretty, I feel like that's the easy thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, Unreal Engine video games were never really ugly, right? Like, Unreal Engine was known for having high fidelity. That's the reason why people utilize Unreal Engine, is because graphically it's very easy to put out a beautiful, especially realistic-looking video game, right? It's easy now anyway, but I feel like it looking this good, I'm not concerned with that. I'm concerned with how is it going to play, right? Right now, from when I was playing Rocket League played really well. I'm not worried about Rocket League. I'm worried about every other game, right? It's one thing because Epic Games, obviously, developers at Epic Games, they know how to utilize Unreal Engine better than anybody. I feel like that's pretty fair to say, right? Unreal Engine can be utilized the best by the people that made it, right? So Epic Games. I feel like that's fair to say. However, how is everybody else going to use it? That's really the concerning part. How is anybody else going to utilize Unreal Engine 6? Because so many developers already struggled to utilize Unreal Engine 5. You know? So I don't know. I don't know how that's going to go. I feel like Unreal Engine 5 gets a bad rap for multiple reasons. Number one, it is partially due to the engine. But a lot of it has to do with the people using it and not knowing how to use it. I feel like it's a combination of both things, but more so on the lack of experience or the knowledge of the people utilizing Unreal Engine 5. Also, coupled with the fact that Unreal Engine 5, unfortunately, is being used by like 80% of the main industry. You know what I mean? So most people are using it, but a lot of people don't know how to use it, or at least don't have the experience to maximize or optimize in the engine. And that's just from what I see. You know, that's from what I see. I feel like all these video games that released on Unreal Engine 5, they all have the same typical problems to the point where the engine is being blamed for it. The famous Unreal Engine 5 stutter. It's in a lot of Unreal Engine 5 video games. And a lot of, you can have AAA games. You can even have some like AA games. Doesn't matter. All of them, unfortunately, have a similar like Unreal Engine 5 stutter for the most part. Now, there's some that don't, obviously. But even like Expedition 33. Expedition 33, that video game, loved that game. That game had the Unreal Engine 5 stutter. Where you would load into certain zones and you would feel that stutter at the beginning. And keep in mind, I was playing on a high-end PC. It didn't matter, So, I don't know, man. I just feel like, I don't know. It's a tough call. Tenebrae says, our team has like 2 separate coders just for engine optimization. Like for 2 years now. And it is an amazing engine. But, he says, but. We'll see what he says. He says, but user is a bigger problem because it's so easily accessible, has a massive asset support. Well, so yes, I know about the asset support in Unreal Engine 5. I found out about that when I was covering the what the fuck was that? Code Violet from Team Kill Media, right? Like how they essentially they have all these assets they get from Unreal Engine. They just flip all of them and try to make a quick video game and put it out there as pretending to be a PlayStation exclusive. But yeah, I at this point, again, I just don't see the reason to go to 6. That's all I'm saying. Like, people can have their thoughts about Unreal Engine 5, whether it's amazing, whether it's not amazing. My concern is that I just don't feel like 5 is quite there yet to warrant a 6. That's all I'm saying. But I mean, I just recently I'm playing Unreal Engine. Conan Exiles. I'm playing Conan Exiles right now. The enhanced version on Unreal Engine 5 works amazing. It runs amazing, right? So looks amazing on top of that too. But again, it's hard to tell because I feel like my computer overpowers a lot of the issues that most people have with Unreal Engine 5 video games. So it's hard to tell. I kind of have to wait to see how others experience it to get an idea of how the game's performing, because usually I can overpower the badness of it, So it's really hard to tell. So that's why, like, even though I don't experience problems most of the time, I still like to watch other people that don't have as powerful PCs as mine to see what's really going down on a majority of rigs, so that I can understand and get a more full view. I don't just take my own view and be like, well, I don't have any problems, so nothing's wrong with the game. You know how many people are like that, though? There's so many people that are like that. They're like, well, my computer didn't have any problems, so that means, I don't know, it's got to be you. It's the same thing that, what's his name? That Randy Pitchford over at Borderlands, he had the same mentality. He was like, well, if the game's not running well, it's got to be you. It's not us. Come to find out, it is him, Tenebrae says, but it's being so easily accessible, has many teams without real coding know-how working on it. People stack effects, and then it runs like snail. I had to fix FPS issue that was some opacity in 2D. Small opacity setting on a tree leaf caused drop a half of an FPS on playtest. Take that, one texture. Yeah, I mean, again, so it just comes down to optimization, really. It comes down to optimization at the end of the day. So let's talk about this and see if we have any other information about this. Rocket League is getting an impressive makeover. The newly revealed Unreal Engine 6 Epic Games has confirmed. Announced in 2026 Rocket League Paris major event, the game's publisher and engine developer showcased real-time footage of the game running on the new version of Unreal Engine. No specific release date for this upgrade was shared during this reveal, and it's still unclear when Unreal Engine 6 will see widespread release. Interesting. Let's see. What's this?
To all of our friends here in Paris and those watching all around the world, this is the future, and this is...
Do you see why everybody thought it was a sequel? You see why everybody thought it was a sequel? Makes sense. Like the way that the way that you put it out there, like, oh, this is the future. This is, and then you make it seem like it's Rocket League 2. That's what a lot of people were thinking. But it's not necessarily Rocket League 2. I just want to hear the crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, the normies. If you guys ever wanted to see where the normies were, here they are. They got excited by Unreal Engine. These people don't fucking care about Unreal Engine 6, bro. But the moment they saw the 6, they just started cheering for the engine. Like, yeah, cheer. Bro, stop it. What the fuck are we doing? Anyway. This is so... There is something so fake about this. And I know, like... I know it's probably not fake, but... I don't know, bro. It's just... Like, the reactions... I've never had this kind of a reaction for an engine ever. And maybe it's like the graphical upgrade or something like that they're excited about, and it's just transferring over to the engine. But I heard the crowd get louder when the engine got shown, so I don't know. You think there was an applause sign? Oh, probably. In that big of an arena? Yeah, maybe. God bless them, man. God bless those fucking normies, bro. Oh my God. Shout out to Sevi. Welcome into the chat. I see you. Anyway, so Epic Games Psyonix ushered in the future of Rocket League with a teaser trailer to cap off all that nonsense. Apparently, the trailer opens with a showcase of new lighting and detail present on both Rocket League's cars and field, more reflective surfaces and dynamic lighting on the stars of this trailer, giving Rocket League a clear visual upgrade from its current state. It did look good. It absolutely did look good. No doubt about it. The game from a graphical perspective definitely looked really fucking good. But again, I feel like that's the easier thing to do these days. It's about running well, and the current Rocket League runs very well from when I played it. So hopefully the whatever this is, the upgrade or whatever, I hope it runs good. So we'll see. But that's basically it, boys. Rocket League is getting a big time makeover, and Unreal Engine 6 has essentially been officially announced for the most part. Even though we kind of knew they were working on the next one, this is where we're basically at. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it for Rocket League and Unreal Engine 6. Are people asking for Sevi? Are you sure this is real? This is real. This is 100% real. People asking for Sevi to be in the TTS. Brother, you want Sevi to be reading super chats, bro? I don't know about that. It's gonna.
They still can't fix the 5-1, really.
Yeah, but you know what? There is issues for sure with the engine. I don't think any engine's perfect. I still think that the Cry engine, is it a Cry engine? Yeah, Cry engine. The one that KCD used. I think that is one of the greatest engines, because I have seen so many beautiful, well-running, optimized video games.
How many devs delayed their games so they could port it to UA5 from 4 are going to delay again for UA6?
Oh, probably. Probably, Demon Carol. You might be onto something. I wouldn't be surprised. And I think that the reason why they're really coming out with Unreal Engine 6 is because they're getting ready for next-gen consoles.
You know what's funny,
That's what I think.
about the
What's
video?
Up? What do we
Why
got?
show a small game but not the bigger games like Cyberpunk or the new AAA games, all the old ones, to see how this engine will run, how it will perform in PC?
Well, because they're focused on their own video games first. I gotta imagine. Like I feel like if they're obviously gonna showcase the engine, they're gonna utilize their own games first. They're gonna use that and be like, hey, look at all these upgrades, look at what it could do, blah blah blah. And then they'll work with third-party developers. But until then, they're gonna use their own stuff, you know. Well, we should be asking Hypno is this: what is the default option for women in Unreal Engine 6? Is it better or worse? Oh, it's probably worse. It's probably worse. You know, I think it was Unreal Engine. I'm pretty sure. Unreal Engine is so funny. Maybe Tenebrae can give us some insight because he seems to utilize it. But I believe it was Unreal Engine that had the guidelines that were set out for coding, where you weren't allowed to utilize, or not that you weren't allowed, it was recommended that you don't use certain words that they claim to be racist, right? Like you can't use slave drive, for example, or you can't use whitelist, blacklist. You know, like they would give you guidelines to try to change the coding language and whatnot. Again, I believe that was Unreal Engine 5, but I could be wrong. Whether or not they enforce it, I don't think they enforce it. I just think it was a guideline that they sent out to developers at the time. This was an old story. This was like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, something like that. But I remember that story. I covered it. It was pretty hilarious. Yeah, I mean, we could try to get Savvy to TTS. I just don't know if she's gonna be able to, like, because she has to give me a 1 minute clip of her speaking without any interruptions. So I don't know. Tenebrae says you do not have default on engine itself, and you can do whatever you want. But MetaHuman and such components have some defaults, but you can still change all. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious that you can change all because the thing is, like, we've seen so many different kind of video games in Unreal Engine that have been stylized in all different kinds of ways. So it's pretty obvious, like, you can change it. It's just whether or not developers actually want to put the time and the work into changing it from the default and making their own style. But we've seen it happen. I mean, even, what was it? Even Darwin's Paradox. Darwin's Paradox, you know, the game with the blue octopus? That game was made in Unreal Engine 5, you know? So you definitely can. It's just whether or not you want to or not. That's really the problem. Yes, Seven, you have to do it without interruptions. 1 minute. Go read a paragraph or something. That's what Sonya did. Read a paragraph, nice and clear, very, very clear audio, and send me a 1 minute file of it in an MP3 file. And we could definitely add it. But the problem is I can only add 4 voices. So if I add Sevi, that means we only got 1 more left.
Okay, that's true, it is Epic Games, but why not Fortnite? Think about that, that's a big game. How will that run on PC normal hardwares?
Well, because I don't know if they're really looking to visually upgrade Fortnite right now. I feel like Fortnite is one of those games that's really not focusing on graphical fidelity like that. So, like, at this point, I really... not that Rocket League is, but, I mean, looking at Rocket League and looking at some of the cars, it's insane how detailed they actually are. You know, I don't know if Fortnite's trying to do that. So, Fortnite is trying to run on, like, the minimum computer possible. That way, they can reach the maximum amount of players. You know, Fortnite has the World of Warcraft ideology, where World of Warcraft looked the way that it did back in the day because it wanted to be able to run on a toaster. You know, it wanted to run on fucking nothing, like on absolute garbage rigs, because they wanted the entry point to be so low to get into that game. And it worked, you know, it worked. So I think Fortnite's trying to do the same thing. Obviously, modern equipment's a lot stronger, but still, they're just trying to do, you know, it's trying to do the same thing. All right, boys, let's X out of that. Thank you, Adair Soto, for the 5. I appreciate that. And the 10. You're an absolute legend. Guys, let's talk about a couple of fast topics I want to touch on really quick. I'll leave the TTS on for these fast topics. Let me just check over on Rumble to see if we missed anything over there. I don't think we did, but I'm going to double check. We did not. Guys, don't forget, I think there's still memberships out there in Rumble, so if you have a Rumble account, just go say hi in the chat, and you should automatically win a membership if there's any floating around. Can you pay to get more voices? No, I don't think so. I looked. I don't think so. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure you can't. I'm looking at it right now. It says, no, you can only add 4 custom voices, and you cannot add any custom sound bites from what I could see. So that's basically it. All right, boys, let's get into this. Let's cover some fast topics. Like I said, I'm going to keep the TTS open for this. Let's talk about Gothic 1 Remake. The reason why I want to talk about Gothic 1 Remake is because, well, number one, we already know that Gothic 1 Remake, unfortunately, has made some interesting changes, needless to say, to some of the female characters in the game. And I'm not just talking about their looks, but I'm also talking about their purpose, right? Because with Gothic, you know, women were essentially, all the women were sex slaves. And it seems as if that ideology is going to change for the Gothic 1 Remake, which kind of defeats the purpose, but whatever. Anyway, you're going to have people try to explain how, oh, that's not cool or whatever. That's not, you know, women aren't sex slaves or whatever. You know, it's... Anyway, so but they also changed the way they look, where they took them from super sexualized outfits because they were sex slaves to essentially maiden outfits. Like they look like they look like they run an inn. You know, that's essentially what it looks like. Like they're running an inn. That's how they're dressed. Anyway, that's not what I'm talking about today, though. What I'm talking about today is Gothic 1 Remake coming with a big catch. And the thing is, this catch, a lot of video games are going to be coming with in the future. We spoke about this quite a few times before in the past, and we're going to talk about it again. But what's basically happening here is that you have studios that are trying to figure out how they can stop leaks, right? That's what they're trying to figure out, because they realize that they cannot stop their shipment of games. They have to get their games in the hands of retailers early on to ensure that they have maximum inventory for release on day one. They can't wait till day one for the product to get there, because that's going to cause chaos. So, unfortunately, with that comes the issue of people that work at these stores giving out these games to people that they shouldn't be giving it out to, causing a bunch of leaks to happen online, you know, a week or so early before the game comes out. So they're trying to avoid that. And the way that they're trying to avoid that, though, is fucking over the entire reason why you have physical releases in the first place. So what am I talking about? Well, the physical release of Gothic 1 Remake is going to be launching with a very big catch, which is it's not going to be playable out of the box. So your physical disc is not going to be playable out the box. Fans who pre-ordered a box copy of the game will instead need to download a substantial day one patch before their Gothic 1 Remake adventure can begin. So what they're doing is they're essentially releasing a disc that you need a day one pass in order to be able to access. And that's pissing off a lot of people. It's essentially like a key card, right? That is pissing off a lot of people because they're like, I want a physical copy of this game because I want to be able to play this game, especially since it's a single player game. I want to be able to play this game without needing to attach to the internet, right? It's not like it's a multiplayer game or anything like that. Like, we want to be able to buy this single player game and play it, you know, when I have it in my hands. And now what's happening is...
What a bad time to have dial-up internet.
I know. That would be terrible. Thank you for the 2. Now we have a situation where they are starting to require downloads on day one in order to access these games. Now, I know most people who are probably super fans of consoles or whatever, they're probably going to say, well, it's fine. What's the big deal? It's not a big deal. But the thing is, it is. It is. Like, it is a big deal. People need to be able to play their physical games with no attachment to the internet whatsoever. But unfortunately, it just seems like that's becoming less and less of a thing. You know, let's scroll down and see what's going on here. So, X-User Doesn't Play reported on May 22nd that the physical release of Gothic 1 Remake is not playable out the box. They substantiated the claim with a screenshot of an error message stating, unable to check the state of the game, and urging the player to ensure that they are connected to the internet. Based on the button prompt visible in the image, the error appeared in the PlayStation 5 version of Gothic 1 Remake. Doesn't Play said that the issue occurred when launching the physical console release from the disc, adding that the edition would be unplayable without a sizable day one update of around 5 gigs. Neither the RPG's PlayStation Store nor its listings on other storefronts disclose an online check-in or day one patch requirement as of late May 2026. Then he characterized this as an omission as misleading and urging fans to cancel their pre-orders in response. So that's really the big problem here. They actually didn't disclose that you need to have any kind of, like, you know, day one patch to be able to play the game out of the box and whatnot. This, I'm telling you right now, this is going to become a thing. It already is. Little by little, it's becoming a thing. If you are a person that likes to play their games physically, I know it's like a dying breed. I get that. I understand how the world works when it comes to digital sales and all that. I get that. But if you're the person who likes to play your games physically, you're not going to be able to do that without a day one patch. And these games are going to be the beginning. It's going to be a thing. And it's going to continue to be a thing. If they feel like this is affecting leaks in any way whatsoever, that would allow them to be able to reduce or eliminate leaks, then they're going to do it. They're going to do it. It's unfortunate, but that's what they're going to do. So at this point now, I don't know if they have to disclose it. I gotta imagine they do. Or if they do disclose it, do they disclose it somewhere else? I don't really know. According to these people, they're not disclosing it. I don't know because I don't have the game physically. Well, all I know is that expect this to be a thing moving forward. No doubts about it. And this is just one issue to add to the long amount of issues that the Gothic remake seems to be having, which again is unfortunate because Gothic is awesome. It's a fucking classic, like, you know. And unfortunately, when they remake these classic games, it's never with the right intentions. It's never going to be with the right intentions. You can almost guarantee that they're going to change a lot of things. The more problematic the game was when it first came out, the more they are going to actually change it. Cyborg says they are doing physical releases separately of 3 classic Gothic games for PS5 at 44 Canadian dollars each. I discovered this window browsing on GameStop EB Games website. Really? Wow. All right, well, there's that. Might as well pirate. I mean, if you want. I don't know. It's an interesting thing for sure. So we'll see how it goes. But this just proves that our world just continues to get more and more connected, I guess you could say, to the internet. Even what used to be physical games out of the box, you know? Now, the greatest thing is that the official Gothic Game X account actually responded to the report 4 hours after it began circulating on social media, saying that physical copies of the game are not playable out of the box because early manufacturing was the only way to ensure their buyers would be able to play them on day one. And that's what I was saying before. At this point, you kind of fucked regardless from the manufacturer standpoint, because if you wanted to wait till day one to release these games physically, they're not going to be in stores. Nobody's going to be able to buy them. It's not going to be, it's going to be chaos. So they have to get them in the hands of these stores at least a week early. At least, at the bare minimum. But unfortunately, due to bad actors at these stores, people get their hands on these games when they're not supposed to. And so now, because of that, they're coming up with this idea to essentially combat that, but then that fucks over everybody else who just wanted a physical copy of the game. That's basically it. It was the only way to ensure they could get them day one. The same statement confirmed the mandatory download will be about 5 gigs in size, equivalent to about 8% of the unpatched game's version installation size. While inconvenient, the requirement is one-time issue. The one-time issue. It's always a one-time issue. It's always, like, anytime they're trying to convince you to just take something, it's always just, hey, guys, it's the one-time issue. Then why the fuck do these one-time issues keep coming up quite often? With THQ Nordic noting that the remake would not have an always-online requirement. Instead, the full game will be playable offline after the day one patch has been downloaded. So, guys, you can play your single-player game offline after you connect online to download the patch so that you could play it offline. Wow. I mean, that is interesting. So, in order to play offline, you have to be online to download the patch to allow you to play offline. Pretty fucking hilarious, but in any case, it is what it is. So, that's basically what's happening with the Gothic remake at this point, ladies and gentlemen, and unfortunately, like I said, I don't really think it's going to change. I don't really think any of this is going to, I don't think this is going to go away is basically what I'm trying to say. This is going to be a thing continuously, and unfortunately, due to bad actors, it's only going to get worse. So, and to be fair, I mean, greedy corporations too, but, they kind of go hand in hand. Greedy corporations utilize bad actors to push the things that they want to push anyway, but they just need an excuse to do it. That's really what it is. So, Dylan B says, I mean, it's not bad. What do you mean it's not bad? You don't think it's bad that you can't play your physical copy games day one? You don't think that's bad? Without needing an online something? I'm just saying. I think it's kind of gay. Now, keep in mind, I don't collect physical copies anymore. I haven't for a very, very long time. But it's still pretty gay, because if I were, that's going to be pretty gay. No, it's worse than bad? Yeah, it kind of sucks, But again, they're going to say it's a minor inconvenience. Sevi says, I think you have to wonder why they want you to connect to your system to their servers. Well, I mean, I'm sure a lot of it has to do with checking for licensing and stuff like that. Anyway, it kind of goes hand in hand. All right, let's X out of that. Let's see. This is an interesting story. So Microsoft had a little bit of a interesting lawsuit with Activision Blizzard, right? And they just recently settled for $250 million. So I kind of wanted to go over it. So the lawsuit was first brought in by 2022 by Swedish pension fund, I can't pronounce that, AP Fonden, which argued that Activision Blizzard acted too quickly in selling itself and deprived shareholders of a chance to secure a higher price than Microsoft's $95 per share. The plaintiff accused former CEO Bobby Kotick of rushing the sale in a bid to protect his own position as the company faced growing scrutiny over alleged workplace misconduct. The case eventually became notable both for challenging the Blockbuster merger and for bringing Activision Blizzard's workplace conduct controversies back into focus. You know, it's so interesting how when they got bought out by Microsoft, suddenly all the focus on those allegations and stuff like that completely went away. Like, everybody stopped talking about it at that point. I just find that to be pretty interesting. I'm not exactly sure why that is, but I just remember the stories being everywhere, and then all of a sudden they just said, like, you know what? No, fuck that. Smexy says, bro's reading fast as fuck. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me summon my inner quartering. Hold on. The lawsuit was brought in 2022 by the Swedish pension fund, Jundi AP Fonden, which argued that the Activision Blizzard acted too quickly and selling itself. How's that? Is that better? Is that better? Is that better? That's too long? Yeah, okay. Okay. What have I done, Anakin Skywalker? I know. Perfect. Thank you. Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks. I try, man. I try. All right. Anyway, so this is what's going on with this situation, and I just find it interesting because they settled. And again, settling doesn't mean that you are right or wrong. It just means that both sides realized they didn't want this to go further than it already was. And for Microsoft, $250 million ain't a fucking thing. Right? Like, let's be real. $250 million for Microsoft is like nothing. So, damn, Sanguine said unsubscribing. They made me do it. Why are you unsubscribing? Need more Brie Larson? Oh, my God. No, we're good. We're good. So that's basically it for that particular topic. I just want to go through a couple more fast topics. Oh, can we talk about this? I found this to be really interesting. I want to share this with you. Hold on. Check this out, guys. So I saw this story. Hasbro spent $1 billion on games while avoiding live service and mobile titles. They recently revealed that the company had spent nearly $1 billion on its library of games since 2018, with the conglomerate largely avoiding live service and mobile games. The company currently has multiple games in production across several of Hasbro's biggest brands. I find that to be pretty interesting because I would have thought that that would have not been the case, but then I guess when you're really looking at it, I suppose it is. But to invest $1 billion in video games these days, especially from a large company like that, and not focus on live service or mobile games, I mean, that's a good thing. Even if the games end up being shit, at least they're not trying to put out constant live service trash. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I know Hasbro's not the greatest company. I get it. I totally get that. But I'm just saying, I would like to see companies do more of this, where they are putting that money into video games that are not reliant or dependent on live service or mobile nonsense, you know? So that's pretty good. Okay, where are the games? They released some games. I know they're working on a couple more, but they released some games. That's why Transformers are expensive. True. Hasbro can step on Lego, slop generating machine it is. True. Hasbro's been sucking lately, especially how they treated the Power Rangers IP. Bro, I didn't want to talk about the Power Rangers IP, bro. So sad what it's become. But I just found this to be interesting. I saw this story and I was like, oh, I got to share it with you guys. All right, let's X that out. Guys, we got to talk about Destiny. We got to talk about Destiny, guys. Let me pause the TTS for this one. Hold on. I don't trust you guys. Next thing you know, we're going to have fucking Chewbacca coming out of nowhere. He's going to be like, That's what he's going to be like. All right, let's pause this. Guys, let's talk about Destiny 2, and we're going to be talking about specifically a couple of former people that worked at Destiny, one of which was the Bungie legal chief, who apparently, in a recent interview, and this is pretty interesting stuff, apparently he has basically said that the studio is now becoming what he personally feared after the Sony acquisition. He says, I wish I could have done more to keep it alive. Now, it's so interesting to me that he says that because, ironically, a lot of people that either still work at Bungie or don't no longer work at Bungie are all essentially saying the same thing, which was when they all saw themselves get acquired by Sony, that was somehow going to be the death note for Bungie. Now, I feel like that takes away responsibility from Bungie and some of the things that they've done to land them in the position that they're in right now when it comes to Destiny versus Marathon and the Civil War going on and all that nonsense. But I feel like this does take away that kind of blame from them, and I don't really necessarily believe that. But I kind of wanted to go over what he said so we could get an idea of what exactly is going on. So as Destiny 2 gears up for its end-of-live service updates and as employees reportedly brace for layoffs, one former Bungie worker involved in its acquisition fears that the story developer is becoming a mere publishing imprint under Sony's own ownership. Sony Interactive bought the iconic developer behind Destiny, Halo, and Marathon in 2022, but things haven't been smooth sailing since then. The developer laid off around 200 staff members in 23, and Sony just reported an almost $800 million impairment loss on the studio, which we've gone over that already, so that's what it is. Things took a slightly bleaker turn this week when Bungie announced that the active development on Destiny 2 would be over once a final update drops on June 9th, though the MMO FPS will remain playable after that. Now, Bungie's former general counsel, Don McGowan, who helped run the company $3.6 billion buyout, says everything he was worried about with the sale is coming true. I am not happy to see what has become one of the most famous studios in gaming, and I wish I could have done more to keep it alive. He writes in a recent LinkedIn post, it's now becoming what I feared after the Sony acquisition, a publishing imprint that may also make a game every now and then, but not a builder of worlds. So, okay, I get that. Right? Because here's the thing. When Activision acquired Blizzard, and I always told this story, and I'll never not... I will always keep telling this story. When Activision was rumored to be acquiring Blizzard, right? I remember when that was going down. I remember when people were reporting on that. I remember hearing about that and talking about that with some friends while playing World of Warcraft. And I remember, even back in the day, specifically saying that when Activision takes over Blizzard, the game is cooked. Like, Blizzard as a company will be no more, and it is absolutely fucking cooked, right? Like, I remember saying that. And my friends at the time, they were like, no, World of Warcraft's too big. Like, it's not, like, there's no way. And I'm like, dude, when Activision fucking takes over Blizzard, we are cooked, boys. Like, we are beyond cooked, right? And again, some people didn't want to listen to that. And now, well, we all know what happened, right? We all know what happened with Activision Blizzard. Then I can then take that experience and then understand where he might be coming from, essentially saying, like, looking at the Sony acquisition, how that could potentially be real bad news for Bungie as a whole. But also keep in mind, too, Bungie developers, they rotate a lot. The people that were at Bungie that made the original Destiny, a lot of them aren't even there anymore, right? So, like, the people that made the game that a lot of people are talking about how they loved and all that, they're not even there anymore, right? So, did you use the word cooked? I did. I actually did. I said we are absolutely cooked. I did. That's not just a recent word. Cooked has been used for years. What I'm talking about. Anyway, so let's now that we have an understanding of that, I get what he's saying, but I also have to disagree in a little bit because Bungie was acquired by Sony in 2022, and they were okay up until the last, let's say, couple of years, where they started ignoring Destiny, and people were trying to figure out why were they ignoring Destiny? Why are they doing all these weird changes to Destiny? Like, what's happening? The reason why ended up being Marathon. Now, whether or not Marathon was Bungie's choice or Sony's choice, I don't know, right? Everybody knows that Sony absolutely loves live service video games, right? Sony fucking adores live service video games. You can literally go to them with the worst idea for a video game possible, but if you tell them it's live service, you will get funding. Herman Holtz loves his live service video games. You will get funding most of the time, right? Not so much for other video games like single-player video games, which is why Sony is closing down so many single-player studios, but that's besides the point. So I'm not surprised that Marathon got so easily funded for hundreds of millions of dollars, whatever the hell it is. And unfortunately, you can kind of see, now that we know Marathon exists, you can kind of see where things started to fall apart. So that's why I keep saying that even though I understand when a certain major company that has a bad rap takes over a smaller studio that has a better rap or a good rap at the time, how that is potentially going to be problematic. And Sony taking over Bungie absolutely was going to be problematic. But Bungie in and of itself became problematic outside of Sony's influence as well. So honestly, I feel like it's kind of both. It's kind of both. I feel like both of these companies kind of are getting what they deserve. Just because of how they treated Destiny 2 and how they decided to go about with Marathon. All the advertising they did with Marathon, choosing to completely ignore their other fan base, hoping their other fan base was going to come over to Marathon, like all this nonsense. But Herman Holtz, absolutely, yes, he needs to fucking go, but he's not going to go. I highly doubt it. So anyway, he says, life goes on, but we can spare ourselves a moment to wish sometimes that it didn't. I was never a huge fan of Destiny 2. I'm not a great fan of FPS gaming, and I found the lore needlessly complex and never properly explained for new players. But not everything is for everyone. For a lot of people, Destiny 2 is their life. Bro, he's not lying about that, by the way, because I have seen, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna bother showing it because it's kind of cringe, but I have seen a crazy amount of people on social media literally fucking crying, bro. They're crying, bro. They're crying over the death of Destiny. They're filming themselves crying. Or on stream, they're breaking down crying. Now, obviously, it might be fake. Because let's be real, most things on the internet, especially on Twitter, is fake. Like 95% of it's fake. But still, it's like, brother, you guys are crying over this shit? Now, to be fair, these are people that have like 3,000 hours, 2,000 hours, whatever, in Destiny or Destiny 2 or whatever. But still, it's like, dude, you guys are seriously crying for this shit? That's insane, brother. We need to relax. Anyway. Yeah, no, they're crying like TikTok women. Exactly. Exactly. Those are the people that have like 10,000 of hours. Yeah, I know they have thousands of hours still. But my point is, like, when you play an online video game like that, you need to understand that at one point it's going to come to an end. I don't care how good the game is. I don't care how long the servers have been up. One day, World of Warcraft is going to end. Just like one day, EverQuest is going to end. Even though that game is still going, which is crazy. But still, one day, these games will end. And people just have to understand that. But in any case, he says, man, I got over 3K hours in D2, and I man, fuck that game. Demon Carol, not everybody's like that, bro. People are literally crying. So it helped a lot of people get through COVID lockdowns. And of course, it changed the games industry in hundreds of ways that echo today and on to the future. On a more light note, I really hope this doesn't mean a few thousand people lose their jobs. Here. I think that's obviously coming. I think that's coming. I think at this point, it's pretty clear. I don't know if thousands, but it's definitely hundreds. I think that we are going to see a next round of a few hundred layoffs from Bungie. There's no doubt about it at this point, especially if they're stopping all development on Destiny 2. I think it's pretty obvious. So now, again, I've said before, and I said on SNH, Destiny, the first Destiny, was a game changer. It was a game changer. Destiny was a game changer in the same way World of Warcraft was a game changer. Where Destiny, the way that the game presented itself to normies, it brought in so many people to that kind of game that was never playing a game like that before. Which, again, we spoke about that last Saturday. So many kinds of people played Destiny that otherwise would have never touched Destiny. Which made it as big as it was. But then it kind of died off in Destiny 2. But regardless, still, it was a massive video game. It was a massive cultural movement. It was a huge representation of PlayStation at the time. Like, Destiny really was a fantastic game. A lot of people enjoyed the raids, obviously. The content was fun. I played the Crucible. I liked the Crucible a lot. Like I told you guys on Saturday, Hunter main. with the hand cannon, golden gun, all that stuff. Like that was that's how I played. But still, like as legendary as it was, unfortunately, Destiny 2 and Bungie just kind of killed it. It kind of killed it. And you know, there's one thing that I want to say that is true. Right now, I think that petition that's out there right now for people that are trying to get Destiny 3 made, I think it has like 120,000 signatures. Somebody quote tweeted that, and they said if all 120,000 of you were playing Destiny 2 right now, Bungie would have never canceled the game. And while that is true, I'm still blaming Bungie at the end of the day, because they're the reason why people checked out. And I think people tend to forget that. They are the reason why people checked out, and they're the reason why the concurrent player count is as low as it was. You know? So regardless, like, yeah, I get the point. I see what people are saying, that if those players were playing, fine. But those players left for a reason. You can't blame them in this situation, right? You can't blame them for leaving the game because they felt like the game wasn't giving them any respect for their time anymore, which was true. And then we found out it was true because, well, you found out that Bungie was focusing on Marathon. You know, so I wouldn't blame players in this regard. I blame players with like Battlefront. Because every year they try to revive Battlefront and they're like, hey, look, we're at 40,000 concurrent. It doesn't matter. You're going to drop to 3,000 in like 2 days. Stop. Just let it die. They're not going to make Battlefront 3. Stop it. But yeah, anyway, so that's what's going on with this whole situation. I found this to be very interesting. On top of the fact that obviously we already know that Destiny 3 is not being made, right? We already know that's not happening. And apparently the reason for why it's not happening is because it was going to cost too much. Now, think about this really quick. They're not making Destiny 3 because it was going to cost too much. But meanwhile, they made Marathon. How much do you think Marathon cost? What do you think? Marathon cost $20 million to make? Of course not. Marathon cost hundreds of millions of dollars to make. It got the classic Sony funding. What are we talking about? If Destiny 3 is too much to make, that's just more proof that you chose Marathon over Destiny. Also, coupled with the fact is they probably thought if that Marathon was going to be such success that they were going to be to make money to make Destiny 3. I think that's what they thought. I think they thought that Marathon was going to fund Destiny 3, and that's not what happened whatsoever. Marathon can't even fund itself. So what are we doing here? A lot of people have wondered why Bungie didn't immediately start working on Destiny 3 after the final shape 2 years ago. The answer is, as usually is how much money it would take. Destiny 3 is not in active production right now, according to Schreier, as the focus remains squarely on supporting the team's new extraction shooter, Marathon. But it's not for a lack of trying. Yeah, I don't know about that. Staff are pitching and prototyping new ideas, including Destiny games. To PlayStation, who acquired the studio in 2022 in a $3.6 billion deal. Yeah. And where's that money? Gone. Marathon isn't faring much better either, with concurrent peak player counts on PC dipping below Destiny 2, where the majority of players are reported to be concentrated. As the game sold just 1.2 million copies, a former Square Enix executive even speculated that the lack of marketing indicated a lack of faith from PlayStation. That's actually a good point. When's the last time you saw Marathon get marketed? Seriously, outside of like a post here and there on Twitter, when's the last time you've seen any real hardcore push from a marketing perspective when it came to Marathon? When's the last? I don't remember. I don't remember whatsoever. I haven't seen commercials. None of that. So I don't know, man. I think that I think they rolled the dice and they failed. And now you gotta live with it. It is what it is. The money went on. The head guys do classic cars. Yeah, probably. So again, RIP to Bungie, to Marathon, to Destiny 2. Man, you know what? Hold on. Before we stop this segment, let me look up something. Let's go to SteamDB. Hold on. Let's go to Marathon. Brother, it's been at the same number. Literally. It's been at the same number for days, bro. For days. Bro!
Holy shit.
The number keeps going up for Destiny. 18,583, bro. Oh my God. You clearly didn't make the right choice. That's insane. What are we doing? The Destiny boys are out. Yeah, they're pissed. They're pissed. Like, they got a fire lit under their asses. It's crazy. These companies are dumb. They're pretty dumb. They're pretty fucking dumb. Wow, we got a 7,000 concurrent player count difference. That means on average, there are tens of thousands of more players playing Destiny 2 per day than there is playing Marathon. Crazy, man. Well, you made your choice. That's basically it. One last hurrah. Yeah. They're trying to save Destiny 2. I respect it. I respect it. I saw a bunch of people on Twitter trying to convince everybody to like log into Destiny 2 and shit. I might even log into Destiny 2 just to fuck with them. I might log into Destiny 2 and be like, hey guys, I'm here. I don't know. We'll see how that goes, but that's pretty funny. Wow. Nice choice, Bungie. Nice choice. All right, here we go. Resuming TTS. Let's see what we got, boys. Let's see what we got.
I can't remember all the specifics, but 10 to 15 years back, there was a GameStop that was perma-shunned by Rockstar during the Jita Ive launch for breaking the street date.
Oh, I remember that story.
I can't wait for the
Speedy
reset
Cake.
wipe to come in Marathon.
Same, Adair Soto. Same. Thank you for the 2. Speedy Cake, thank you for the 20. I remember that story, Speedy Cake. I can't remember which GameStop it was too, but I do remember that. It was bad. They were fucking pissed for handing out copies early. And they're going to do it with GTA 6 also, by the way. I guarantee you GTA 6 on the disc is not going to be playable day one. I would imagine they're probably going to do the digital lockdown, most likely. So we'll see how that goes. But thank you for the 20, brother. I appreciate that. We are currently at, guys, let me remind you for the battle right now because it's looking really bad. We got 2B at $267.33 against Siri from The Witcher at 35 smackaroos. It's looking rough out there for Siri, boys. It's looking rough out there for Siri. If anybody's a Siri fan, perhaps we should try to save her, man. Try to save her. Otherwise, it ain't looking good, boys. It's not looking good. All right, let's talk about this really quick. Last topic. Let me pause this amazing TTS that you guys utilize and felt me with every single fucking day. I'm gonna work on getting you a Sevi voice. Don't worry. Let's see if Sevi's really gonna do it or not. All right, I paused the TTS. Guys, let's talk about the KCD2 director trying to felt Ubisoft, which is pretty interesting. Let's talk about it. So, the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 director says that Ubisoft is the size of 70 Warhorse-sized studios, even after all the layoffs over at Ubisoft. Now, of course, I'm pretty sure this is Daniel Vavra saying this, taking every opportunity to try to put himself at the the top of the mountain there. But and it could make 10 KCD2 sized video games, each developed for 7 years, released every single year. He's basically trying to say that Ubisoft had or has the capability to do a hell of a lot more than they're essentially doing, even after firing all these people, and yet for some reason Ubisoft doesn't do it. Right? It's Daniel Vavra, being Daniel Vavra, of course. In the wake of Ubisoft's major reset earlier this year, which resulted in the loss of 1,200 jobs, the cancellation of 6 games, and the closure of 2 studios, it's easy to forget that the company still employs somewhere around 16,500 employees across a massive global network of dozens of studios. Now, I kind of want to put that in the picture, okay? I kind of want to put that like, guys, 16,500 developers. What the fuck are you doing with that many people? With the amount of video games that we have seen in Ubisoft release every year, why do you need this many people? It's an ungodly amount of bloat that my mind can't seem to wrap around. I just don't get it. It kind of explains why Assassin's Creed Shadows had 3,000 plus people in the credits. 3,000 plus, Sanguine says the same goes for Rockstar. They have a ton of people and make only one game every 10 years. Well, here's the thing, Sanguine. That one video game from Rockstar makes more money than all of Ubisoft combined. How sad is that? By a long shot. They are able to support their company with one video game every 10 plus years or so. It's fucking disgusting. I'm just telling you, like, it is insane how much money they make from that particular one video game. You know? But anyway, let's continue. So by contrast, Kingdom Come Deliverance Studio Warhorse operates out of just 2 offices in the Czech Republic and employs an estimated 240 people. Yet it's managed to deliver a strong 2025 Game of the Year contender in KCD2, with plans for a follow-up as early as 2027 in Lord of the Rings RPG in the works. Now, here's what I'll say about this. I'm a little bit concerned, right? You guys know I don't mind AI as long as it's used properly. But Daniel Vavra has made it very clear that he wants to go all in on AI because he feels that AI is going to allow him to make more video games in a shorter amount of time in his old age, right? He was basically talking about how he's put out, it takes him like 6-7 years to put out one game. And if AI can help him do it in, 1 to 2 years, that he will absolutely do that because he wants to just make more video games, I'm starting to believe that that's already been a thing because think about it. KCD2, look how long it took for KCD2 to come out compared to KCD1. And now you have a new KCD game coming out next year when KCD2 just came out recently. You know what I'm saying? How is that possible? How is that possible on a 240-man team? That same 240-man team took you that long to make the sequel. So how are you making this game like 2 to 3 years later or whatever? Like, I don't know. It just makes it seem as if what he says is true. Like I think they are fully embracing this whatever AI they have, because the fact that they're working this fast with this slow and by the way, again, to reiterate, they confirmed that they're working on an open world Lord of the Rings game. Now, don't get it wrong, they're skilled developers. They definitely know what they're doing, and they definitely know what they're doing with their engine, with CryEngine, right? But it's like you're working on an open world Lord of the Rings game, and you're working on an open world, KCD game. So you're working on 2 massive, most likely very detailed open world video games, and you're doing it in like less than half the time. So I don't know. I think that it is a little concerning because, unless it has to do with coding or whatever, because to my knowledge, Daniel Vavra really likes the idea of coding with AI, which is not necessarily a good thing. Obviously, we've seen a lot of people vibe coding and, it leads to problems. But that's what I think he's really into with the whole AI thing. So we'll see. We have seen examples that small teams are capable of big things, right? We already know that. We know that like for Expedition 33, for example, the team behind that was capable of making something that beat out pretty much almost everybody at the time. So I'm curious, but I'm also skeptical. I am, because this is really fast compared to what they were doing before. So it's pretty clear that they're using some sort of AI technology, whether it's animation or some form of coding, or maybe asset generation or something like that. Like they are absolutely using something. So we'll see if they use it the right way or if they use it the wrong way, because that's all I care about. I only care about whether you use it right or wrong. And we call it out whatever may be. Tire King says there's a new KCD game. I already despise it. There is going to be one next year. That's what I'm saying. It's super fast. You're talking like 2-3 years, super fast, So we'll see. Anyway, it managed to deliver the strong game, and Ubisoft also dropped a duo of bangers last year in Assassin's Creed Shadows and Anno 17. You mean banger. I'll give you Anno 17. I don't know about Shadows, though. Not to mention a new Just Dance game. How are you going to compare those games, bro? How are you going to compare Just Dance to anything that Warhorse makes? Come on. Like, what are we doing? Anyway, comparing a multinational network of developers to a unified AA studio It's never a perfect equation, but it's not hard. It's hard not to wonder if Ubisoft is operating as efficiently as it can. It's not. It's not. Plain and simple, it's not. I want to make sure people understand, and I'm sure you guys do, Ubisoft is not operating at efficiency. That's obvious. Looking at their budgets, looking at the amount of bloat they have, looking at all the issues their games release with, they have thousands of employees and their games released with an ungodly amount of issues. Not only that, coupled with the fact that all the bugs and problems that happen with the video games, look what happened with Star Wars Outlaws. You know, people like to talk about how it was the ugly female character, right, that killed Star Wars Outlaws and stuff like that. But the truth is, it was the game being as shit as it was when it was first released, right? Even the people that decided to look past the ugly character and buy your game anyway, once they bought the game, they were greeted with so many bugs, so many issues. There was even a game-breaking bug. People were losing their saves. Hours into the game, they were losing their fucking saves. So even for the people that were like, hey, we'll look past this interesting character design choice and we'll play the game because maybe we like Star Wars. They get into the game and the game runs like such shit and they're losing their saves. Brother, I'll tell you like this. The save bug was so bad that the people that bought the game for early access ended up losing their early access saves. So their early access that they're paid for was essentially for nothing. Because they played the game in early access, they lost their save, and it didn't matter. They lost their save days later. So realistically, you didn't get early access because you had to restart the game. That's how bad it was. So again, even if you get people to look past the character choice, you didn't respect their time. You didn't respect them as a buyer, and you released a buggy-ass video game. It was so buggy that you decided to delay Assassin's Creed Shadows to try to not have it be in the same situation as Star Wars Outlaws because you knew Shadows was in a garbage state. You knew Shadows was just as bad as Outlaws. You know? So this is why I can't just take it at face value and be like, oh yeah, the character killed the game. No, it was a combination of so many things. Now, I'm not even talking about the gameplay, bro. The stealth was terrible. The stealth was so bad that they actually pretty much downplayed and removed the stealth from the game in a future patch. Instead of fixing the stealth in the game, they said, you know what? We're just going to make the stealth missions pretty much non-existent or not necessary. We're going to downplay them so much so that you don't have to do the stealth. That's how bad the stealth gameplay was in that game. They didn't even want to fix it. They just took it out, basically. So, again, I just, I look at that and I think to myself, you guys are thousands of developers strong and you're functioning like people that have never worked on a game before. Now, to be fair, keep in mind, the former person who was in charge of Assassin's Creed, he admitted that over 50% of the people working on Assassin's Creed Shadows never worked on a video game before. He actually admitted that. Keep that in mind. So if that was the case on Shadows, one of their premier flagship IPs, what do you think it was like on Outlaws? What do you think it was like on Star Wars Outlaws? Probably worse. Most people probably never even worked on a game before they were working on Star Wars Outlaws. So, in any case, that's why I find this all to be pretty fucking hilarious, right? So, Daniel Vavra, the controversial Warhorse co-founder and director of Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and 2, is happy to tee up that question to his Twitter followers with a tweet putting Ubisoft's massive size into context. That's very favorable to Warhorse. Imagine using Ubisoft to bolster your own studio. Like, Ubisoft is that bad that other studios are like, hey, at least we're not Ubisoft. Responding to a report of Ubisoft's record financial losses, which, just to remind you guys, almost 2 billion euro. Yes, Ubisoft lost almost 2 billion euro with a B. I think it was like 1.6, 1.7, something like that. 2 billion. Well, okay, so 1.7 billion euro, but like 2 billion USD, basically, right? And Vavra boastfully explains what Warhorse could accomplish with Ubisoft's workforce and budget. Well, I mean, you guys can always hire more people if you want. Your games make money, so hire more people. I think, listen, I'll tell you this. If they make a Lord of the Rings game that is faithful, right? It doesn't have to be exact, but it has to be faithful. It has to respect the source material. If they do something like that, that might be a massive win. Maybe, right? It might be a massive win for gaming. But again, unfortunately, we have to understand what we're dealing with here. I do think that Daniel Vavra has an eye for detail, but I also think Embracer has forced certain decisions anyway that we've spoken about in the past. So we'll see how that goes. But I care more about respecting the source material, respecting the races of Middle Earth, understanding what makes them different, and showcasing that difference without trying to fuck it all up, you know? But again, I think the world, the best we could do is Black Aragorn. Yo, yes, Black Aragorn, make it happen. Make it happen. I think the world is itching for a really good Lord of the Rings game. I don't know if the modern world of developers can actually deliver that. I think there's only few and far between developers that I can actually think in my mind that could deliver it. I think that they could deliver the world setting. I think they could deliver the graphics. I think they could deliver the music. I think they could deliver the combat. But I don't know from a story perspective or from like respecting the races of Middle Earth perspective. I don't know about that. That's the only thing where I'm like, I don't know about that. Right? But we'll see. I would love to be wrong because I want a really good Lord of the Rings game. I am dying for a really good Lord of the Rings game because unfortunately we're not getting good Lord of the Rings shows. And, Lord of the Rings as a whole has been a little dormant. You know, don't talk about the Rings of Power. Oh, my God. Please don't. Please don't, for the love of God. Ubisoft has 16,600 employees after layoffs. Oops. He says that's about 70 Warhorse-sized studios. That could be 10 KCD2-sized games. Each developer 7 years, released every year. Vavra also jokingly wonders aloud to his readers whether he should buy the current dip in Ubisoft stock. Bro, this guy is such a fucking troll. It's insane. It is insane. So, I don't know, man. I think, again, this should be pretty interesting. We'll see what ends up happening here. But, I don't know, man. We just need to see. I'm curious. I'll be curious to see if they actually showcase this game at Summer Games Fest. I don't think they're going to, though. I think they're going to focus more on KCD 3 first. And then they'll do whatever the fuck, the Lord of the Rings game. Tales from the Shire 2. You need to repent. You need to repent for even bringing up Tales of the Shire. No, bro. How is that game doing? I'm curious. Tales, that cozy-ass game. Tales of the Shire. Let me see. Bro. 156 people in a 24-hour peak. Nice. Very nice. Wow. So all these people bought this game because they saw Lord of the Rings, right? And then they realized it's not Lord of the Rings and they dipped. They literally did. Bro, at the beginning... at the end of July, all the way to the end of August, they lost pretty much all their players. And then from September to the end of September, they lost the other half of that, and then that's it. Yeah, interesting. You wonder what the reviews are like? Pretty positive. 80%. 80%. This game was cozy as fuck. Look at this. Why wouldn't you want to play as a Mexican hobbit? You know? I mean, look at this. Looks like fake wizard. You know? Look at that. It's amazing. Nice and cozy. No, don't be flaccid. Come on, don't be flaccid over this. Nice and cozy. Damn. Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. Let me resume the TTS. Here we go. I think I saw a couple of them come in. Here we go. Oh my God. You've been quiet. You've been quiet the whole time. You've been quiet the whole time.
Hashtag Siri.
I love a pale woman with
shit.
a raccoon makeup look.
Thank God.
Reminds me of a goth girl I knew.
Mm-hmm.
Forget the scissors. Send Chewie to the shelter.
They're embracing it. Their minds are open to Matrix.
Yeah, dear Soto. Thank you for the 2, bro.
Hashtag Siri.
If I start playing
What the
Destiny
fuck?
to today, would I reach the end of the game before they shut down the game?
Grandpa, they're not shutting down the game. They're only stopping development on it. They're only stopping. Why do we have Grandpa voice? They're only stopping development on it. So the servers are going to stay up, just like the Destiny 1 servers are up. So that's a great voice for you, old man cat. Grandpa, that works. That works. You should definitely use that. Thank you guys for the votes for Siri, Mr. Melancholy, and the old man cat. Dear Soto, thank you for the 2. Let's go over to Rumble really quick. We got Torinol with a 2. When the pirates take over the ship, it will inevitably sink, or burn then sink, or explode, burn, and sink. Same applies to businesses. Yeah, you're not kidding there. You're not kidding there. Thank you. Thank you for the 2. Viovis with the membership over on Rumble. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Great Ape with $1 says, hashtag 2B, hey, Hypno PSA, Bunny Guys is free on Steam until Friday. Bunny Guys? Fuck is Bunny Guys? 1 to 8 player only up clone SNH plays. Came out 2023, 83% positive reviews. Why does that sound like a futa kind of shit? What is that? What is that nonsense? Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll check it out. All right, we're fully caught up on everything. Guys, Warhammer Gladius is also free on Steam, by the way. I think I have that already. Pretty sure I have that already. Guys, like the stream. Listen, we need to decide a winner. We need to decide a winner, and now is your chance. Now is your chance, boys. Every super chat from here on out, please make sure you have hashtag name in the beginning. And we're going to find out who's going to move on to the next round to face off against Samus. Whoever wins this particular round is the one who's going to go up against Samus Aran in the next section, in the next bracket. So let's find out, boys. It's time for the epic showdown. The music's going. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it happening. Come on, boys. Let's go. I'm watching Rumble. I'm watching YouTube. Let's make it happen. D2 is a hollow shell designed to core you into the DLC, which you have to buy. Exactly.
Free on PlayStation now.
Don't even download it if it's free. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. To be undefeated. I don't know about that. Anything can happen. All it takes is one person believing in Siri. One person believing in Siri is all it takes. We got to figure it out, boys. No, Siri is not a futa. Tiger King, Jesus. What are we doing? Destiny 1? What? 2B has a bigger fan base? Well, that's true. But that doesn't mean that it's not possible. Siri's got $45 right now. 2B's at $267. What are we doing? Vote for Sorelia? I agree. I agree. Can we turn this around? The book is weird. The book is weird. They normally are weird. Why are Tekken fans so angry at Yujiro being added to Tekken? What is going on? That picture is pretty rough, bro. Oh, okay. So if your favorite character was Siri, but because of the picture, you're not going to vote for her? That never makes sense. He's asking where he should start. Oh, Destiny 1. Start off with Destiny 1. All right, boys. Democulus says all it takes is a 223 donation to put Siri ahead. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. Guys, are we ready? The final countdown. The last super chat that shows up on my screen is going to be the one that counts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. money for 2B. Waiting for lag, waiting for lag, waiting for lag, waiting for lag, waiting for lag. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. God damn.
Shit.
Oh my God, boys. Oh my God. That is insane. The last super chat that counts is Torinol with a $20 banger over on Rumble for hashtag 2B or not. Dunno. Thank you, Torinol. I appreciate that. Does that officially eliminate every single fucking Witcher waifu? I think it does. Let me see. Yep. The Witcher is officially out, ladies and gentlemen. Damn. That's rough. That's rough, man. Triss is the only one that had a chance. She had a chance. All right, we're going to wait for a TJAP to give us the numbers. There they are. TJAP says the following. We got 2B at 287.33 against Siri at $45, which means the winner and moving on to go face Samus in the next round is none other than 2B, ladies and gentlemen. That's crazy. That's insane. That's going to be a crazy battle. If you look at the next bracket, these are going to be crazy matchups. I mean, we still got some banger battles to go through over the next few days, but this shit is starting to heat up now. We got some interesting battles, boys. Was that necessary during the final song? Was that?
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
And that's going to be it for the wife.
Daddy, chill.
Setsuna, thank you for the 5. What the fuck is going on, man? Guys, that's going to be it for the waifu battle. Listen, man, that means, again, just to reiterate, 2B is going to be going into the next round to face off against Samus Aran. So that should be interesting. Tomorrow's battle is going to be Cortana versus Trish from Devil May Cry, boys. That's going to be interesting. Trish versus Cortana. We'll see how that battle ends up going. But until then, guys, thank you so much for the amazing stream. I hope every single one of you had a ton of fun tonight, as always. You guys are amazing. I love hanging out with you guys every day. Shout out to the Hypno Mods for doing what they do every single day. I appreciate you as well. And I will see every single one of you on the next one tomorrow. Until then, Shmakshi says he didn't have fun. Why? Why not? Why didn't you have fun? Like ratio is good. Yeah, yep, like ratio is good. That's true. That's true. It always is. Guys, thank you again, sincerely, seriously. And I will see because you're the host. Damn. That's fair. That's fair. Guys, I'll see every single one of you on the next one. Until then, you guys already know, man. Go be bigots and go be gooners. No Banana Man? No. I'm sorry, Blue. Nobody requested Banana Man for the Red Boy today. I'm sorry, Blue. I'm sorry. Now Blue is sad. Blue is sad because she didn't get the Banana Man today. Don't worry. Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow's another day. Guys, I'll see you guys on the next one. Go be bigots and go be gooners. Bye.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you can't.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Her dog or her cat was named Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck Indiana Jones, put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck Indiana, put a ticket in, make her gay. Put a chicken in it, sweetie, and make her fucking gay. Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day Californian shit! Cause that's all we fucking know! Cause we're boring! We're so fucking boring! Twitter hole! Twitter hole! Get it right!
At the touch of the black man, I bring life. 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 That's right!
Why the hell are you still here? Go on. Get out of here. Go play some video games.